That looks like the inside of somebody's chimney. Pretty nasty. The first steps are the same, with Dicam bluing on the surface, scribe inside the gasket. Then enlarge the port opening to match the gasket, followed by the cartridges to smooth out the walls. Unlike the intake port, where we need a little roughness for atomization, we need to work the exhaust ports all the way through. That's because carbon and rust can build up on the walls and impede exhaust flow. We have 3 more steps to get that really slick, shiny finish we want. First, a flapper from our Mr. Gasket kit. Then we load up a medium grit cross buffer. And these are very sensitive to grinder speed, so keep it at about 10,000 RPM. The last step, change to a fine grit buffer. We apparently don't need it, but you can use WD-40 as a lubricant to help the buffer give a final finish. Well, now let's flip it over and work on the combustion chamber side. Again, you got to be careful not to touch the valve seat. Here's where we need a more pointed carbide bit just to get into the crevice between the wall and the valve guide. Then smooth it out with cartridge roll before buffing and polishing. The combustion chambers also need that near mirror finish for a couple of reasons. First, the carbon deposits, but also to get rid of sharp edges that could cause pre-ignition. Now, before you jump in with the grinder, though, here's an important tip. Install a couple of junk intake and exhaust valves that fit to protect the valve seats. Zip ties on the stems will keep them in place. No reason to use the stone here unless you need to unshroud the valves. Start with a cartridge roll to smooth the edges where the chamber meets the deck. The most important thing to remember in combustion chamber work is remove as little material as possible. Every bit of metal you take away increases chamber displacement and reduces compression ratio, which also reduces power. Before you put that grinder away, though, check your water jackets. Ours are okay, but if you got deposits left in here, you can improve cooling by getting rid of it.
When we reassemble our heads, we're going to reuse the original valves. Now, instead of spending a bunch of money at the machine shop to get a complete valve job done, here's the next best way you can do it at home and save some more cash. Now, it's called valve lapping, and what you'll need is some Loctite lapping compound. Ours is fine grit, a lapping tool, which is basically a suction cup on the end of a handle, and some Dicam layout fluid to get a good visual of the work you're going to do. The first step is brushing some Dicam on the valve seat. This will allow you to see the lapping pattern and know when the seal is good. Next up, place some lapping compound on the valve. Now slide the valve into its original location and attach the lapping tool. With a little pressure, start working the tool back and forth like you would warm your hands. Now, after about 20 to 30 seconds, pull the valve from the seat and look at the pattern you made. If there is a shiny surface all the way around the valve and seat, your job is done. If not, there's a good chance you have a bent valve that'll need to be replaced.